21. Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race, Dog Sledding. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race is an annual long-distance sled dog race run in early March from Anchorage to Nome, entirely within the U.S. state of Alaska. Mushers and a team of 14 dogs, of which at least 5 must be on the tow line at the finish line, cover the distance in 8 to 15 days or more. The race commemorates the 1925 Great Race of Mercy, where sled dogs transported a diphtheria antitoxin serum to save Nome from an epidemic. It tests the endurance of the mushers and their teams through harsh landscapes and extreme weather conditions. 22. The Ashes, Cricket. The Ashes is a test cricket series played between England and Australia. It is one of the oldest and most celebrated rivalries in the sport, held at least once every 2 years. The series is named after a satirical obituary published in a British newspaper in 1882, which stated that English cricket had died, and the body will be cremated and the ashes taken to Australia. The winner receives a small urn, which is said to contain the ashes of a cricket bale. This series is highly regarded by players and fans as the pinnacle of Test cricket. Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love. 23. Copa América, Soccer. Copa América is the oldest international continental football competition. It is organized by the South American Football Confederation, CONMEBOL, and involves national teams from South America. Occasionally, teams from North America and Asia are also invited to compete. The tournament features highly skilled teams and players, celebrated for their flair, skillful play, and passionate fans. Winning the Copa América is a prestigious honor, reflecting soccer excellence on the South American continent. 24. PGA Championship, Golf. The PGA Championship is one of the 4 major championships in professional golf, annually conducted by the Professional Golfers Association of America. It is typically played in mid-May, about a month before the U.S. Open. The tournament is known for its strong field, as it includes top professional players from around the world. Winning the PGA Championship not only offers prestige but also several privileges, such as lifetime invitations to the event and automatic entry into the other 3 majors for the next 5 years. 25. Boston Marathon, Marathon Running. The Boston Marathon is the world's oldest annual marathon, held every Patriots' Day in April in Massachusetts, USA. It attracts over 30,000 runners from around the world, ranging from professionals to amateurs. The race is famous for its challenging route, which includes Heartbreak Hill, and its enthusiastic spectator support. It was also the site of a tragic bombing in 2013, but the event has since become a symbol of resilience and community strength. 26. UEFA Champions League, Soccer. The UEFA Champions League is an annual club football competition organized by the Union of European Football Associations, UEFA, and contested by top-division European clubs. It is one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world and the most prestigious club competition in European football. The competition begins with a group stage of 32 teams, which is followed by a series of knockout rounds. The final is watched by millions of fans worldwide, making it one of the most watched sporting events annually. 27. Super Bowl, American Football. The Super Bowl is the annual championship game of the National Football League, NFL, and the highest level of professional American football in the United States. Played on the first Sunday in February, the Super Bowl decides the league champion for the season. It is celebrated with elaborate halftime shows and commercial broadcasts, making it one of the most watched events in American television history annually. 28. The Open Championship, Golf. Also known as the British Open, the Open Championship is the oldest of the 4 major championships in professional golf. Held annually in the United Kingdom, it is the only major outside the United States. The Open is played on the weekend of the 3rd Friday in July and is famous for its challenging links courses, which are characterized by their sandy soil, dunes, and deep bunkers. 29. Indian Premier League, Cricket. The Indian Premier League, IPL, is a professional 2020 cricket league in India contested during March or April and May of every year by teams representing Indian cities. The IPL is the most attended cricket league in the world and ranks 6th among all sports leagues in the world. It has been credited with promoting a shorter, more exciting format of cricket, attracting huge audiences both in stadiums and through broadcast. 30. Giro d'Italia, cycling. The Giro d'Italia is one of cycling's Grand Tour races, along with the Tour de France and the Vuelta a España. It is held annually, primarily in Italy, while also occasionally passing through nearby countries. The race is held over 3 weeks and, like the Tour de France, includes a challenging mix of stages, including mountain stages, time trials, and flat stages. Winning the Giro is a major accomplishment in professional cycling. 31. The Kentucky Derby, horse racing. The Kentucky Derby is a premier horse race for 3-year-old thoroughbreds, held annually in Louisville, Kentucky, USA, on the first Saturday in May. Capping the 2-week-long Kentucky Derby Festival, the race is a 1.25-mile race, known in the United States as the most exciting 2 minutes in sports for its approximate duration. It is the first leg of the American Triple Crown, followed by the Preakness Stakes and the Belmont Stakes. 32. FIBA Basketball World Cup, basketball. The FIBA Basketball World Cup is an international basketball competition contested by the men's national teams of the members of the International Basketball Federation, FIBA, the sport's global governing body. Held every 4 years, it is considered basketball's equivalent to the FIFA World Cup. The winner of the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifies for the Olympic Games, making it a crucial event for participating nations. 33. Tour de France, cycling. The Tour de France is arguably the most famous and prestigious of cycling's 3 Grand Tours. Held annually in July, it covers around 3,500 kilometers, 2,200 miles, throughout France and nearby countries. The race lasts 23 days and is split into 21 stages of varying terrain including flat, mountainous, and time trial stages. Winning the Tour de France is considered the pinnacle of a professional cyclist's career. Share. 34. Rugby World Cup, Rugby Union. The Rugby World Cup, held every 4 years, is the premier international championship in rugby union. Teams from around the world compete for the Webb Ellis Cup, named after William Webb Ellis, who is often credited with creating rugby by picking up the ball and running with it during a football game. The event is one of the most viewed sports competitions in the world, celebrated for its intense physicality and team spirit. 35. Wimbledon, tennis. Wimbledon, or the Championships, Wimbledon, is the oldest tennis tournament in the world and is widely considered the most prestigious. Held annually at the All England Club in London since 1877, it is one of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments, and the only one still played on grass, the game's original surface. Wimbledon is famous for its strict dress code for competitors, its royal patronage, and being the only major that maintains the tradition of a day of rest on the middle Sunday. 36. Formula 1 World Championship, Motorsport. The Formula 1 World Championship is the highest class of single-seater auto racing sanctioned by the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile (FIA). The series is held annually with races, known as Grands Prix, held around the world on both public roads and specialized racing circuits. The results of each race are evaluated using a point system to determine 2 annual world championships, one for drivers and one for constructors. 37. The Masters, Golf. The Masters Tournament, usually referred to as the Masters, is one of golf's 4 major championships, and it is held annually at the Augusta National Golf Club in the U.S. state of Georgia. Unlike the other major championships, the Masters is held at the same location each year. It is famous for its iconic green jacket, which is awarded to the champion and must be returned to the clubhouse after a year. 38. Vuelta a España, cycling. The Vuelta a España is one of the leading cycling races in the international calendar, and one of the 3 Grand Tours, alongside the Tour de France and the Giro d'Italia. Held annually in late August and early September, it features about 3 weeks of racing across Spain, covering a range of challenging terrains, thereby testing the endurance and versatility of participating cyclists. 39. Summer and Winter Paralympic Games, Multisport. The Paralympic Games are a major international multisport event involving athletes with a range of disabilities. Held shortly after the Olympic Games, in the same host city, the event aims to showcase the abilities of athletes with disabilities and promote wider public awareness of disability sports. The Paralympics have grown to become one of the largest international sporting events by participation. 40. ICC Cricket World Cup, Cricket. The ICC Cricket World Cup is the international championship of one-day international (ODI) cricket. Held every 4 years, it is one of the world's most viewed sporting events and considered the flagship event of the international cricket calendar by the International Cricket Council (ICC). Teams from around the world compete for the title, making it one of the highlights of the international cricket schedule.